Y'all want to see my garden that I've been working on in my backyard? Okay. Here is my garden. I planted watermelon seeds here. None have sprouted yet. We got some strawberries going right here and some spinach right there that hasn't sprouted. We have some tomato and pepper saplings. Well, not saplings, sprouts, I guess. Saplings, that's trees. Here's poblano pepper, some more tomatoes. There's some more I gotta plant over there. This is a pumpkin vine. So is this. After Halloween was over and our pumpkins started to rot, my husband and my son broke them open with axes in the front yard. So seeds went everywhere. And then we had pumpkins sprouting about a month ago. So I moved them to the backyard in my garden and we're gonna see what they do. Let's see what else I can show you. Are my beautiful potato plants. They are doing very well. I'm proud of them. Right here, I have, it looks like a stick I stuck in the ground, but it's actually a gooseberry dormant bare root. And there's one over there. I got one that is doing awesome in the front yard. And so hopefully these ones start doing well too. I just planted them yesterday. Here is my raspberries. And this is supposed to be a blueberry bush, and so is that. Right there. They were dead. They looked dead because I didn't know how to acidify soil, and then I tried 3 different methods, and I replanted them 3 times, and so I amended the acidity, but then they started to get root rot because it wasn't as well draining as I thought it was going to be. And so then I unplanted them and mixed the soil with sand and then peat moss. And so hopefully they come back to life. We'll have to wait and see. So anyway, this is my first year trying to grow vegetables in a garden. And I have a bunch of trash I have to pick up. So wish me luck and give me advice. Thank you. Something else back here that I think is super cool and that I'm working on, and I'm turning an old metal shed that we had back here when we bought the house, and I'm turning it into a chicken coop. We cut a hole in the back of it and to match the hole in the front of it for ventilation because we don't want them to get too hot. We're currently filling it with wood chips, and I have some plants back here I'm trying to cover up to get rid of them. And I'm going to cover this wood with wood chips. I'm going to add more wood or cardboard back here to cover these ground plants up so I can cover them with wood chips. Basically, everything through here is going to be covered in wood chips. I am making the fence secure. I got to finish nailing this fencing to the fence, and I'm going to do another layer up here so they can't fly over. There's some parts that I still need to patch with more fencing, just to make it all nice and secure for them. It's nice and shaded because there's a bunch of trees above it, but because we don't want the top getting too hot, I have a sun reflecting tarp that we're gonna put over it, and then I also have some netting that we're gonna use on top of the fence and then all the way over the whole entire thing so they can't fly out. Hi Bubba's. And then we have a coop and nesting boxes I need to put together that we're going to put right there. And then their food and water is going to be over here. This is going to be completely covered in fencing. But it's going to have airflow because it's just going to be covered in fencing. Like this type of chicken wire stuff. And then right here, we have a gate that you can open and close that goes here. So yeah, that's what I'm turning into our little chicken coop. And then I am thinking about cutting open the gate. Yes, honey? Okay, keep him safe from the dog. Where's your brother? He's back there, okay. I'm thinking about cutting that part open right there and putting a little tiny gate there so I can let them in and out of the garden with supervision so they can eat my pests that's the little farm I'm starting. We're needing a lot of wood chips to fill that thing. But thankfully, there's this thing on the internet called Chip Drop. Look it up, and it's basically a bunch of arborists that need to get rid of their wood chips anyway. And so instead of having to take it to a dump or a dumping site and paying a fee, they drop it off for free in your yard if you sign up. So that's what we did. And we got a gigantic pile of wood chips in our front yard that we're slowly wagoning back to the chicken coop. Something else that I did on Sunday, this past Sunday. Monk, drop it. You want me to put it on the table, keep it safe? Okay. Something else I did this past Sunday is, well, our neighbor owns a masonry business and he was giving away a bunch of bricks. So we took a bunch of bricks, and I'll show you our gigantic pile of bricks that we're gonna use for a variety of different projects back here. Here's the gigantic pile of bricks. So I used some of those bricks to build this, and I'm so proud of it. It's so cute. I have lemon balm and mint growing in it right now. Well, starting to grow in it, and some flowers. But look at it. Isn't it so cute? I made a little flower bed connected to our porch. I'm very proud of it. One more thing, I'm growing sunflowers as well. And hopefully they get taller than this fence. That would be lovely.